Yep, 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 yep. You. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, man. So, I just want to recap some of the games last night. When it comes down to the women's college basketball yesterday. So, I'm just gonna get my take on it real quick. We had the big rematch of last year's NCAA championship. You know that they was cleaving for this particular matchup that happened. LSU versus Iowa at the end of the day. LSU lost last night. Me personally, I was going for LSU. Caitlyn Clark, salute to her. She showed up big time, but we got to be honest about it, man. They rigged the hell out of that game. It just kind of is what it is. Now, LSU did beat theyself as well. I thought that Angel Reese played a pretty good game. For people that's running around here, clowns, clowns like Jason Whitlock, running around here, you know, got all this stuff to say about Angel Reese or whatever the case may be because of how she lives her lifestyle, whatever the case may be. This dude is a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't, Jason Whitlock, man, this dude, like I said, a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean? But this dude is an absolute clown. This dude just misses. He just does nothing but miss all the fucking time on his takes, talking about he a Hall of Fame journalist. No, he's a Hall of Fame clown. That's what he is. But anyway, this man says we can officially quit putting Angel Reese on Caitlyn Clark's level. Stop it. One is an all-time great player. The other got famous for taunting. The rivalry is dead. Now, this is funny coming from Jason Whitlock because before Angel Reese got hurt in the game, she was pretty much doing her thing. She was blocking shots. She was a big impact in that game. Caitlyn Clark really didn't get coming. Caitlyn Clark really didn't start going crazy until later on in the game. Angel Reese was pretty much dominating the damn game. Angel Reese finished with 17 points and 20 rebounds. I'm going to say that one more time. Angel Reese finished with 17 points and 20 rebounds. And also, let's get this clear. Jason Whitlock got his pom-poms out like they won the national championship. They didn't win the national championship. They just advanced to the Final Four. This dude is a clown, man. I mean, I swear to God, man, dudes like Jason Whitlock is a straight clown. But anyway, what I thought about the game, though, I thought that later on in the game, you could tell that the girls, they started to fold a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They started to crack a little bit. I did think the officiating was terrible. Terrible. Just to keep Iowa in that game in that second quarter because they was on the way of getting blown the hell out. The referees did a magnificent job of helping out Iowa. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But later on in the game, I thought that the floor spacing was terrible from LSU. I like Kim. Kim has been around for a long time as far as a head coach. He's been head coaching LSU for a long time now. But God damn it, Kim, the floor spacing was terrible. Now, I'm with you, Kim, man. I don't know if she said this after the game, but the officiating was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. You could tell that they wanted Caitlyn Clark to win. Now, like I said, I'm not somebody who's picking a side. At the end of the day, I like Caitlyn Clark. I think she's good. You know what I'm saying? She's good. Every now and then you have these particular female basketball players that come through and, they're able to light it up. You had your Diana Taurasi's before. You had your Maya Moores before. And plenty of other great players that can put the ball in the fucking bucket at the end of the day and dominate a game. Now, Caitlyn Clark must get out here and win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all act like because they beat LSU and because it was a rematch of the championship that she won the championship. No, she went to the Final Four. Pipe down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the floor spacing was absolute terrible. One of the other games last night, was my baby Juju. Man, let me tell you something, man. That girl is nice, man. Now, I'm going to get into Angel Reese and their comments after the game because, I did think that, they got a little soft on me. You know what I'm saying? They got a little soft. The Bayou Barbie got a little soft on me, man. I wasn't appreciating that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But let me talk about this other game. UConn versus USC. Man, that girl Juju, man, listen. I don't know if that, low key, man, that might have been one of Kobe Bryant's daughters or something. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Something, this girl is nice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she is nice. She's only a freshman, and she look good. You know what I'm saying? But you know how the WNBA NBA be. They want to, they want to stud these girls out and shit like that once they hit the league. If they strictly dickly and shit, they wanna banish them from the goddamn WNBA. That's why the WNBA really ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You got all these masculine looking ass women running around here. Don't nobody want to watch that shit. Not even women want to watch that. You know what I'm saying? We tuned in last night to see the Bayou Barbie. You know what I'm saying? We tuned in last night to see Juju. You know what I'm saying? Now, I had UConn winning that game between USC, even though I'm a big Juju Watkins fan. But I had UConn win it. I think that chick Paige, I think Paige is a really good player, man. I really do. She doesn't get a lot of credit. I know we all marvel over the fact how Caitlyn Clark can shoot from the three. This, that, and the third. But Paige she's nice, man. She's really nice. She's got a real all-around game to her. And she might be the best player in college, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, to be able to take on somebody like Juju, this girl is nice, man. She's really like that, you know what I'm saying? She's really like that, you know what I mean? But anyway, as you see Jason Whitlock, his post, this dude is a clown, man. And any of y'all sitting up there hating on this girl just for the simple fact because she beat old girl last year and did the little taunting and shit like that. Y'all just was holding on to that L all the way up until y'all got a chance to. I knew this was going to happen eventually, as long as this girl stayed in school. But, it just kind of is what it is, So I guess people get to celebrate about it. But to get up here and say that Angel Reese is like overrated or something like that, like y'all don't know basketball. That's all that's telling me. Y'all don't know basketball. Anybody that can put up 17 points and 20 rebounds, that's nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. If y'all wanted Caitlyn Clark to win, cool. But to get up here and say that, this girl overrated and this, that, and the third, I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? This is just what you call hating at its finest. You know what I'm saying? Any rivalry to this is dead. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, Jason Whitlock? You a clown, bro. Straight clown, man. But anyway.
Yeah. More to come for sure. Yeah. Caitlyn Clark,
This is the baby right here, Juju right here. Goddamn Juju, man. Sheesh. But anyway. They always trying to get these girls to pretty much, have some form of, something bad to say about each other. I like the way that Juju kind of shot this down. Depending on how long this girl Juju stays in school, she's going to beat Caitlyn Clark's record. This girl is nice for real. She's really like that. You know what I'm saying?
In the country playing Division I basketball, nobody scored more points in one game this year than you. That's the most. That's crazy. Yeah. More to come for sure. Yeah, Caitlyn Clark who? No, don't do that. Okay. Don't do that.
Yeah, because, you got the media out here that's going to, Caitlyn Clark, hold up. She said something about Caitlyn Clark. The media darling at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He said something about Caitlyn Clark. Angel Reese, hold that L. They couldn't wait to get that girl Angel Reese that L. I could tell how the shit been going the entire season. But anyway, let's get over here to Angel Reese and them real quick. They got soft for me, man. I wasn't liking that.
I've been attacked so many times.
Have their opinion on Angel Reese. But y'all don't know her.
Put your hand up.
Like, y'all don't know Angel Reese. I know Angel Reese. I know the real Angel Reese. And the person I see every day is a strong person. Is a caring, loving person, bro. The crown she wears is heavy, bro. she's the type of teammate that's going to make you believe in yourself. The leap that I took from my freshman to sophomore year, Angel gave me that confidence to go be a dog. Playing next to a dog every day. And, just to see how the media ridicule her.
Now, here's another thing I want to mention about that particular game, too. This white girl right here, what's her name? Haley Van Lith or whatever. When she was on Caitlyn Clark, she was D'ing her ass up. It wasn't until she got off of her and they put that little Asian girl in the game and she was getting fried after that. You know what I'm saying? They threw that little Asian girl in the game and, Caitlyn was cooking that little Asian broad. It was what it was. She got in rhythm. Once she got in rhythm, it pretty much was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But I did think that, like I said, bro, the officiating, it was clear they wanted Iowa to win. But when this girl right here, Haley, was on Caitlyn last night, she was D'ing her ass up. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Went through our problems, but, this is my sister right here. And I'm so proud of her. The media, y'all, how they like to twist and call her the villain and all of that, y'all don't know Angel, bro.
Now, listen, what I will say about that, you know what the media is, and that's just how that shit, that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it really goes. It's been like that in the sports media forever. You know what I'm saying? They need a nigga villain at the end of the day. It just kind of is what it is. But listen, as far as Angel Reese go, you know what I'm saying? You got to hold that L. You know what I'm saying? Don't get the crying and shit now. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking about the crown is the heavy is the head that wear the crown. Don't be talking this motherfucking a queen shit and all this other shit. And your ass get out here holding L's and shit. Now you talking about, oh man, it's the crown is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know what I'm saying? You take that loss. I don't know if these girls are gonna come out. I would love to see them run it back, but if they decide to go to the WNBA, more power to them. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see them run it back and see what they can accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, her not getting hurt, bro. That kind of changed everything. You know what I'm saying? I respect the fact that Angel Reese got back out there. When you roll your ankle and shit like that. That's kind of tough to come back from, you know what I'm saying? So for her to get out there and still grit it out, she definitely got that. She definitely got some warrior in her, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely give her all-time praise for getting back in that game, knowing what the magnitude was. If she would have just sat out and quit in that fucking game. She got back out there. She showed a lot of heart. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with crying, you know what I'm saying? After a game, after falling short of your accomplishments. There's nothing wrong with crying after that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, I've cried after championship games where we won and lost. You know what I'm saying? So, when you work hard for something, it happens. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, we're gonna get into what Angel had to say though.
And I'm just happy that I get to play with her. I get to be around her presence. Her energy is different. She just make me a better player. She make me a better player, and that's what great players do.
And what a way to take up for your teammate. I like Flu J Johnson. Like I said, they're gonna say a lot about these girls because the Flu J, I think she raps and shit like that, so she's making music. Angel Reese, the Bayou Barbie at the end of the day, she taking pictures on Instagram. She's working how she's working. At the end of the day, because, like I said, I don't know, man. I just think that people sometimes, I get it. We see a lot of her Instagram posts, so you just think that she's just on Instagram all day, or she's just trying to be famous or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it could show. At points in times in the game, I was like, if you're going to get exposed, you're going to get exposed because you haven't been putting in that work the way you need. You wasn't as dedicated maybe as, and sometimes the basketball guys that do that. The basketball guys will be in favor of those who are basketball through and through. You know what I'm saying? A chick like Caitlyn Clark is somebody who would be a basketball player through and through. She's not on Instagram. She's in the gym throwing up 3-pointers and working on her game. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of posts of her, taking selfies and shit like that. So sometimes, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the main thing when it comes down to this is that this girl Haley right here, she wasn't in that game, and she caught on fire, and it pretty much was a wrap from her. You know what I mean? But like I said, I give Caitlyn Clark a lot of credit, for weathering the storm, because she was struggling in that game. She was turning the ball over, looking like she was about to be exposed as a fraud out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? But she caught rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was, and the refs helped out a little bit. It is what it is. But anyway,
death threats. I've been sexualized.
Let's come over here real quick. Let's get into Angel Reese, man. Now, Angel Reese, I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. Now, like I said, I'm not knocking you for crying after the game. I'm knocking you for getting out here and playing the victim role. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm knocking you for right here, because you're better than that. You know what I'm saying? You're better than that. And like I said, man, heavy is the head that wears the crown. So there's some shit that you got to take that shit on the chin and keep going. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep going. You know what I mean? Because you always going to have people hate you for no reason. You always going to have people that want to see you lose for no reason. You ain't did shit to them. They just want to see you lose. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from you taking selfies and why you ain't in the gym? Why ain't in the gym? Oh, why you over there with your boyfriend? Why you over there with your boyfriend? Shouldn't you be in the gym? That's why Caitlyn Clark is better. That's why this person is better. That's why that person is better. You know what I'm saying? You always going to have these weird ass motherfuckers who ain't motherfucking accomplished, couldn't even motherfucking put a ball in the goddamn hoop, couldn't even dribble the basketball down the court, but they over here all in your comment section, harassing you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got these weirdos out here and fuck niggas like Jason Whitlock and shit out here waiting for you to fall and shit like that. Just to be, I told y'all niggas, I told y'all Angel Reese is a fraud with 17 and 20. You know what I'm saying? She's a fraud with 17 and 20. But anyway, like I said, I just don't like how she got soft on me, though. You know what I'm saying? Hold that L. Take that L like a G, Angel, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We still riding with you, man. But anyway, let's get into this.
I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times.
Yeah, they was on your ass once you did the whole little "you can't see me" joint. Caitlyn, yeah, the white folks was mad. Let's just be honest. Yo, they was tight. They was upset with Angel Reese after she did that shit in the national championship last year. Oh, this is no way to act as somebody who's a even though Caitlyn Clark was running around terrorizing everybody last year, screaming and all this whole other shit. But when Angel Reese did it to her in the national championship, everybody was mad at you right after that moment. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody give a fuck about all the shit you was doing before that. But once you beat the darling, the media darling, in that game the national championship game, they was tight about that. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait for this moment that happened last night. You know what I'm saying? I'm just upset with Angel Reese that she ain't hold it together more like a G and just got in all victim mode at the end of the day. It is what it is. Let's let it keep going.
Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened.
Now she might have to explain sexualized. You know what I'm saying? Because to sit up here and say you got sexualized, I mean, maybe it's to a certain degree she has. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what these folks are telling her and what kind of photos for her to take and stuff like that. Maybe she might be doing it on her own. I'm not sure. But I did see some weird ass I did see some weird ass video. I guess she did like a Brazilian wax or some shit like that. And the girl like put the shit on the camera, like the wax paper and shit. Like, why would you put that on the camera? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you be showing her little cat print and shit like that? Like, what kind of shit is that? So, I would need for her to explain that, because I did think that video was kind of weird. I'm like, why would you put that on whatever? You know what I'm saying? I know I would be tight as a dad. You know what I'm saying? I'd definitely be tight. Somebody's getting cussed the fuck out, point blank, period. I'm on somebody's ass about that shit. Like, yo, somebody's getting barked on for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I mean? And it might bite somebody at the end of the goddamn day. Like, that shit is crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that's the kind of stuff she's talking about when she's talking about being sexualized, or is she talking about men probably thinking she's cute, or people in her comment section, men in her comment section because Angel Reese is a good-looking female. Men are gonna listen. Let's just be all the way real, man. Men gonna watch women that look good. Like I tell y'all, I watch I watch women's basketball because my cousins were hoopers. You know what I'm saying? And they were older than me, so it was what it was. But I like to watch certain females though, that especially if they look good, that makes me even more intrigued to want to watch them. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like I said, there's nothing wrong with a female. She don't look good and she's nice. You know what I mean? Because I still watch her. I like Caitlyn Clark. You know what I'm saying? She's nice. I can't wait to see what she's gonna look like when she gets into the league. But if she one of them chicks you look at and be like, damn, she bad. No. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. No. You know what I mean? Angel Reese is one of those you be looking at, you be like, I don't know. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Little, you know what I'm saying? Little goddamn, you know what I mean? Little caramel, you know what I mean? Little caramel candy right there, you know what I'm saying? Juju is another one, you know what I'm saying? Juju is one of those you look at, goddamn, Juju, you know what I'm saying? Good Juju. You know what I mean? So men gonna watch. Men gonna see what she look like. I wonder what she look like when she ain't motherfucking balling and hooping and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, I wonder what she dressed like. Do she get her nails done? You know what I mean? All kind of shit, you know what I mean? So I don't know in what kind of ways does she mean by sexualized. But we know the death threats. We know the constant harassment was going to be there based on her beating old girl last year. You know what I mean? So let's keep going, though.
I've been so many things and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and, not be there for them. So I just want to always just know, I'm still a human. All this has happened since I won the national championship. And I said the other day, I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything. And I would still sit here and say, I'm unapologetically me. I'm going to always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that, hopefully it's not this hard and all the things that come at you, but keep being who you are. Keep waking up every day. Keep being motivated. Staying who you are. Staying 10 toes. Don't back down. And just be confident.
And that should have been her message right off of the back. Instead of getting out here, I've been threatened. I've been sexualized. You got to clean. Come on, Angel, man. You weren't supposed to go outside like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I don't mind the crying part. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Wasn't Juju crying last night? You know what I'm saying? Juju, after she lost her game, she was crying last night. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I don't have a problem with the crying shit. It just was she got all into goddamn, I ain't had no peace since I won the championship last year. She's supposed to get on that motherfucker crying and all and be like, you know what? You know what I mean? I know, I'm just trying to be an inspiration to the girls. Look, you could fall, you know what I'm saying? But hey, keep being you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And wherever I decide to go, whether I decide to stay in the goddamn league or stay in college or go to the league at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be me at the end of the day. And that's just the imprint that I want to leave to the girls that look up to me. You know what I'm saying? But all this shit about, that's something you could have saved for the podcast because you need to elaborate more. You don't have enough time right after the game to really elaborate into shit like that. But you need a podcast, to hop on the pivot or some shit like that, or fucking, what's some of these niggas, shit, you need to go on Cam and Mace and shit on It Is What It Is or something and talk to them or something like that. So they actually can have so you can have a dialogue about some of the shit because I believe you. I 100% believe you. Like, the way they was on this girl after that national championship last year, boy, I knew that at some point in time they're going to play each other and then they're going to make sure she loses to Caitlyn Clark. They're going to make sure of that. You know what I'm saying? I would have put any amount of money that they was going to make this happen once I seen that last year. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for LSU. I should have known better, but, it was what it was. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's the only thing I didn't like about what Angel Reese did. Other than that, like I said, I respect her game. I think she was dominating the game up until she got hurt. Off of something that wasn't even a foul. Here's the crazy part about it. They ended up calling a foul on that actually was all ball. And like I said, man, it just was what it was. That game was disgusting last night. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted to put this girl in her place. That's what they wanted to do. And sometimes, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You just gotta take that shit. They wanted to break this girl, and they got what they were looking for. You know what I'm saying? When you get a motherfucker up here, yeah, man, I've been getting death threats. My life, I ain't had no peace, and I ain't had this, I ain't had that. That's what they wanted to see, because them folks ain't had no peace. Since you beat that girl in the national championship, you know what I'm saying? They ain't had no peace. Now they they get some validation with watching you lose and shit up here. Talking about, I ain't had no peace. Just get off my ass. That's how Angel Reese was saying. Just get off my ass. I ain't had no peace. I've been getting death threats. I've been sexualized. Just leave me alone. Come on, Angel, man. We weren't supposed to go out like that now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be stronger than that. You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't mind the crying part, because like I said, when you competing for something and you riding the teammates and shit like that, everybody family, you know what I'm saying? So, everybody want to win it for everybody, you know what I mean? And especially in situations where it's like college and shit, or, you know what I mean, where somebody is, or I won't even say college, I would just say like in general in sports, because sometimes you're not always playing with the same people as well. So, you might have to move up in a rank, and somebody might have to stay back or something like that. You know what I mean? So, it just kind of is what it is. So you only get really, you become family. You know what I mean? So when you lose and y'all hold that L, it's just a devastating thing. You know what I mean? So I never take that away from athletes, period. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what sport it is. I never take that away from athletes competing for something and failing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with failing, and you know what I mean? But it just kind of was what it was. And y'all did a lot of things that beat yourselves as well, too, in that particular game, besides the referees. The spacing was just terrible, man, down the stretch. I mean, I don't know if Angel Reese just kind of gave up. I don't know what happened, but it just seems like there was no spacing whatsoever. She should have been catching that. They kept trying to give her the ball on the low block. And it seemed like Iowa was playing zone. She was supposed to be at the middle of the goddamn free throw line. That's where she was supposed to be attacking from right there, because they was not letting her get that shit in the post. You know what I'm saying? Right on that low block, they should have had old girl. What's the other girl name? Other girl was out there. Anaisha or some shit like that. I forgot that chick's name. But anyway, I want to say she was the power forward or something like that. But anyway, they should have had her on that low block. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, like I said, that girl was physical, and the refs, they just refused to get that girl a call. I mean, it was just goddamn ridiculous last night. But anyway, they should have had her on the low block and put Angel Reese up at that free throw, right in the middle of that motherfucker. So as soon as she touched that ball, they all gonna collapse. They got no choice but to collapse. Either that or she gonna eat the whole second half. And they just kept going kept sending her to that block, and everybody was just right in the way. You got three motherfuckers sitting right there on one side. Like, she can't, first of all, you're not even able to get the ball to her, let alone her actually getting the ball and trying to do something with it. Like, I didn't understand what I don't understand what she did yesterday when it came down to that. Like, yo, we need better. We have no spacing. You have no spacing to get your best player to basketball. You know what I mean? You have to be able to adjust Kim. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Kim, the coach. You know what I mean? But come on, Kim. You know what I'm saying? You've been in the game. Was you in on the rig? You know what I'm saying? Was you in on this shit at the end of the day? Like, god damn. I know the referees was in on this shit for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Them refs last night was terrible, nigga. Oh my goodness. But like I said, they wanted their media darling to win. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes sometimes, you know what I mean? But, Caitlyn Clark is a hella fire player. She's a baller for real, you know what I'm saying? She's a hooper for real. And, I tip my cap to her at the end of the day, but she got to go win that national championship, you know what I'm saying? Do I think she's going to win a national championship? Absolutely not. Because if that girl from UConn get to that goddamn, and Gino, you know what I'm saying? If Gino get his ass to another national championship, he going to win that title, you know what I'm saying? And Paige is going to put her stamp on why she's the best player in college women's basketball. You know what I'm saying? That girl can hoop. That's another one. It's Paige. You know what I'm saying? Paige can hoop for real, and she can do it all. She can get to the basket. She can rebound. She can cut. She can dribble. I mean, like I said, this girl is really all around talented at the end of the day. And that's not to say that Caitlyn is not talented, but if you playing great defense on her, at the end of the day, you can definitely. I would say this is one thing I did like about Caitlyn's game last night, that she was getting a lot of them other girls involved. You know what I'm saying? So even though like at points in time she was struggling, she was getting these other girls involved. She wasn't looking to do everything by herself, especially when that girl Haley was on her. When that girl Haley was on her, like I said, she was on Caitlyn's ass. I don't know why they was taking her out the game, because I wasn't listening to it like as far as like on the TV. I had my headphones and shit. I was at the bar last night, so it was what it was. But yeah, so I don't know why they took her out the game, but when she was on her, she was on that girl ass. She wasn't able to do what she wanted to do. But once she did warm up, it was like the girl. It was like watching. It was almost like watching these girls get scared of her low key. You know what I'm saying? They were scared to be on that highlight reel, so they didn't really want to guard her no more. You know what I'm saying? And it was funny watching that shit because, like I said, when you watch somebody get hot like that, that shit could be scary at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You watch a motherfucker hit that zone at the end of the day. That shit can get dark at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that zone. I know what it's like. And when you hit that zone, motherfuckers get scared. You know what I'm saying? They get scared to guard you. They get scared to get put on highlight reel. They get scared to, because the crowd is watching. Everybody watching and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they get scared for a motherfucker to hit it. Ooh, you know what I mean? They get scared. And I felt like when Caitlyn started to heat up, that motherfuckers started getting scared at the end of the day. And, that girl took over the game. And it just kind of was what it was. But before that, like I said, the referees definitely helped them out in that second quarter, for sure. But, like I said, it was a great games. Like I said, I didn't even watch the Celtics game. Y'all know I'm a big Celtics fan. I didn't give a fuck about the Celtics last night. I came to watch the Bayou Barbie versus the media darling and Caitlyn Clark last night. I came to see Juju versus Paige yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was. And I think if I'm not mistaken, tonight or tomorrow night, you got the other side with Don Staley, them girls over there in South Carolina, and I forgot who they supposed to be, and I think NC State, I want to say. So there's a few matchups over there that's going on to determine who's going to go to the Final Four. But I think it's going to be Iowa and UConn, man. If they're not lined up in the same side, I think it's going to be Iowa and UConn. You know what I'm saying? I just think that I think Paige is really the best player in college women's basketball, though. That's my personal opinion on that. Caitlyn is a great scorer, but we talking about all around player. She showed me something though last night that she could be an all around player. She definitely did. I think she had like 12 assists, 37 points, like 8 rebounds or some shit like that. So she had a hell of a fire game, and like I said, the main thing that I liked about her was she definitely was getting made them other girls better as well too. I forgot the other. I'm about to say the white girl. They all was damn white. They all was white. If you had a few light skinned chicks or shit on the team, but yeah, damn, I forgot the other chick's name. She had a great game though too. I think she ended up with like 20 points or some shit like that. So that other girl wasn't nothing to sneeze at neither. She needed them other girls to really kind of go off. Because, like I said, other than that, it would have just been the Caitlyn show, and she probably would have lost if it wasn't for that other girl, too, and the referees, and LSU, just having bad strategy down the stretch of that game. But, it just kind of is what it is. So I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? I'm normally locked in for this time of year anyway when it comes down to the women's basketball. I'm normally always locked in at this time, so, this is nothing new for me. I've been kind of watching women's basketball since I'm fucking middle school, you know what I mean? Especially this time of year, you know what I'm saying? So Caitlyn Clark want to prove to me that she's really like that. She got to go win her a national championship because the motherfuckers that's really like that win national championship. Diana Taurasi was really like that. What was she doing? Winning national championships. Maya Moore, you know what I'm saying? To me, the greatest women's basketball player of all time. You know what I'm saying? Maya Moore was like that. She was winning championships in high school, winning championships in college, and then when she got to the pros, she was winning championships. To me, Maya Moore is the greatest women's basketball player of all time. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But if Caitlyn Clark want to prove she like that, she got to go get out here and get her a national championship. If not, she got to go out on her sword. She got to, like, if she lose a game like how she won this game yesterday, and she out here 37, and lose, I'm gonna have to say she like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. If she get out here with a hellified effort, throw up a 40 ball and hold the L, like I'm gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah? Hey, look, you still like that though. You know what I'm saying? You still like that though, but you just lost to the best player in the nation and the best team in the nation. Because I do think that UConn is the best team in women's basketball. Besides that, I probably would say would be South Carolina with Dawn Staley. What she's doing down there for that university. So other than that, I would say those two all around. But talent-wise, I would say Paige, and then probably would be Caitlyn Clark, man. She's a hellified scorer, man. She's a hellified scorer. So, I don't take nothing away from her, but, it just was what it was. So, Angel, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're going to do, you know what I mean? But, it would be nice to see y'all run it back. But, I think you might be ready for bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So we see what happens. I would love to see them girls run it back. And plus, I just think that Angel probably needs another year. That's my personal take on that. I think she needs another year, not just to try to win a national championship, but just to develop her game a little bit more. I think if she gets out there with some of these stud-ass goddamn girls out there, you know what I'm saying, she's going to have a hard time. They're going to be looking at her like fresh meat coming in that motherfucker like, oh, yeah, that bitch Angel. Yeah, we can't wait to put hands on her. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit going to go. And she a girly girl, too. They can't wait to break foot off and goddamn Angel Reese ass. I think Angel need to stay one more year in college, develop her game a little bit more. Especially like little jump shots, shit like that, little mid-range. I think she needs to develop her game and focus a lot of her time in the gym this go-round. You know what I'm saying? Focus a lot of your time in the gym, less off of social media. But I get it. Like, these kids they're getting paid now in college. You know what I'm saying? So, they gotta run their influence up and shit like that. And, it's a business for them. You know what I mean? So it could be tough trying to juggle the two. So but she definitely needs to develop her game a little bit more. Definitely working on her mid-range game. Because she's going to eventually go to the league. She's going to the league. That's a fact. So she's definitely going to want to develop a three-point game. Okay? Angel, get your ass up. You need to be in the gym right now. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be in the gym right now. You know what I'm saying? Working on your game. Developing skills. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I do think you good. You are good. You had a hellified game yesterday and showed hellified heart. You just lost. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, poor spacing on y'all behalf. You know what I'm saying? Poor spacing on y'all behalf. It is what it is. But yeah, go out there, work on your mid-range game. Work on your three-point game. You know what I'm saying? Extending your range. That way you can be more effective and you're not just looking for the ball in the goddamn post. Work on attacking from the middle of the fucking, just in case these teams get out here and play a zone on your ass. Focus on attacking from the free throw line down. Focus on that. You know what I'm saying? So put more focus into your game and perfecting your craft. Not saying that you're not doing it, but you need to, if you want to be great, you gotta do overtime work. You know what I'm saying? It's times like today, after losing a pivotal tournament, where your ass need to be right back in the gym, working on your craft, perfecting your craft, mastering the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to tell. That's where you can tell where a chick like Caitlyn Clark mastered their game. You know what I mean? She's not on social media like that. She might be in the media a lot, but she's not on social media. She's in there working on her game, perfecting her craft. You see these chicks like Paige and These chicks like Juju. I can't get over Juju, man. Juju is goddamn. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? If y'all see Juju, y'all probably be like, nah, who the fuck is this bitch Juju? Man, y'all gotta go check her out. First of all, she's nice and she look good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just unreal. You know what I'm saying? You can't have like it's been a while since the I don't know. I think Tia Cooper was fine and she could hoop. But we know that at the next level in the WNBA, they want to stud these girls out. Have these girls looking like goddamn, you know what I mean? Like you got these girls out here looking like Transformers and shit. Like, damn, is she? You know what I'm saying? You be looking at some of these chicks at the WNBA. Is that a woman or is that a man? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this Joanna Man out here and shit? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. She used to look good. Like, I never give over the fact of how Skylar Diggins used to look. Y'all remember Skylar Diggins, bro. Skylar Diggins was fine as fuck when she was in Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying? Remember Lil Wayne and shit like that was talking about her and shit like that? Like, man, Skylar Diggins was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She still is beautiful, but they done studded her ass up. And, like I said, the WNBA got a strike against girls who are not LGBT community, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Tia Cooper out of the league, okay? She started dating the dude from Alvin Kamara from the Saints. Where Tia Cooper at now? Maya Moore walked away from the game early. I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? She started chasing that dude out there and chasing that dude that was in prison and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And Maya Moore walked away from the game. I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of Skylar Diggins when she started having her babies and shit like that. They started talking about you can't train at the facility. What kind of shit is that? This girl is signed to the team. She's coming back off of having her baby and trying to get back into shape. And the team like, nah, you can't work out here. Like they punished her for having a baby and shit, for being a mom and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to stud these girls out and shit, man. Like the WNBA, it's why y'all ain't shit. Then y'all want to get out here and y'all want to talk about, oh, the men don't support, man, get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they need to rig a league for women that look good and shit like that. Niggas want to see niggas hoop and shit like that. But if she can hoop and she look good, like, why not promote that? You know what I'm saying? Why not promote that? You know what I'm saying? Why not promote that? I never got the WNBA for that shit. Like, why not promote these girls with these girls looking like girls? You know what I'm saying? You want to stud these girls up, then wonder why nobody want to support that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why nobody want to watch that shit for real? But, we in a new generation, though, now. We in a new generation now where these girls, they looking good and they can play good. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day one. Shout out to the new ones, man. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. So once again, you know what I'm saying? Salute to LSU, all the girls on that team. I know y'all came short. Some of y'all might be seniors, so that might be a wrap for y'all. And positivity into y'all best endeavors out there and what y'all might be getting into, whether it be the league, whether it be something else outside of school and stuff like that. Y'all had a hell of a career. As far as Angel Reese and Flu J, and Haley, you know what I'm saying? I think y'all girls need to run it back. The big three. I think y'all need to run it back at the end of the day. Y'all not done. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got unfinished business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But if Angel Reese decides to go to the WNBA, I don't think she should. But if she decides to do that, more power to her. You know what I'm saying? As far as Iowa goes, Iowa's going on to the next round, the Final Four. Caitlyn Clark, you got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Or if not, you better go out in the blaze. You better go out in the blazing glory. That's all I tell like it is. TV acts from Caitlyn Clark. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I don't think she has the team for real. This girl is up here throwing up 37 and barely winning. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of wild. She over there had a triple-double and barely won. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't know if that one-man band, I don't know. It might work. Well, we're going to see what happens. But either you got to win it or you got to go out in a blaze of glory. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what happens with her. As far as my baby Juju, oh man, Juju, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? We're gonna be here. You got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. You only a freshman. You know what I'm saying? You going this NCAA is yours. This belongs to you. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. The NCAA belongs to you next year. You know what I'm saying? After Caitlyn goes to the depending on what she end up doing. But yeah, after Caitlyn leave, Juju is the face of women's college basketball, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Between her and Angel Reese, if they run it back, and maybe Paige, if Paige is still around. But you know, it kind of is what it is. But yeah, you got a long way. You got a long time to dominate this game, to put your name in history books as far as USC and just women's college basketball in general. She already scored more points than Caitlin Clark at the end of the day in her freshman year. So, you know, she's on pace, barring injury. She don't get injured or anything, to be the all-time women's, maybe even all-time scorer in college, period. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what happens at the end of the day. As far as UConn, you know what I'm saying? UConn got a hellified team. And Paige is one of them ones, man. Paige is one of them ones, man. People sleeping on that girl, man. People been sleeping on that girl all year. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really been getting no attention, no praise, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But Paige is one of them girls, man. She's one of them girls. She really like that, and she come from the Mamba camps and shit. She come from the Kobe Bryant camps. You know what I mean? So, you know, we know that she's been taught well. You know what I'm saying? She's been taught well at the end of the day. So, you know, we're gonna see what happens with that. So I'm riding with UConn though the whole way through and through. It is what it is. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just gotta tell it like it is. We out of here, y'all.